Okay, it looks like I'm live, so I'm going to shut the door to my room. I forgot. Good thing my head's attached, right? Okay. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. So we need to find some substrate. Well, you know what? I honestly thought. So this is what the covers are looking like right now. And then Alice gave me some silver paper to put on the other side. So this part still needs to be glued down here. And that's where the holes will be to attach it. And then we'll put some pictures on the covers. So they'll go like this. Just like that. And then they'll open up like that. And it'll be a thing. So. Hey, Brenda. Hi, Kim. How you guys doing? Sitting on the fence waiting. Well, it's easy to do around here, you know. Sometimes it takes us a little while. So let's see. What are we pulling out of here for substrate tonight? Got a little, it's the back off something. We're going to use that. When I tear apart pads to dye them, we wind up with a lot of different stuffs. Hey, Marty, how you doing? Hope you ladies are having a good Thursday. Somebody at the door? Can't tell if it's just noise or somebody's knocking. You know how it is. Is this our... Oh, I think I've grabbed the wrong bin, guys. Hold on. I got to grab a different bin. This is the serial killer one. And what I need is the creepy collage bin. Wrong bin, wrong bin.
What'd you do?
We got the wrong bin.
Oh.
Why? Were you knocking on the door?
No, I was just walking by and heard you screaming.
Well, you know, if it's my life, if I want to be hysterical, that's my business.
You know what?
What?
I was just worried that maybe there was a craft avalanche and you were screaming for help.
I would try and scream a little louder than that.
I'm never going to help you when I hear you screaming.
Wow.
Yeah, I will.
That's cold.
After I take pictures, laugh, and point, then I'll get you out.
Okay, that's good to know. Good timeline, good timeline. Whew. Hey, Pam, how you doing? Rebecca! Yay! I'm sorry to hear that your laptop was being a butthead. Here we go. This is the correct bin. So, I think we'll do a creepy glue book style collage tonight.
Okay, I'm your backup.
You're my backup. If I'm down.
I got you. Amy.
And Alice is taking pictures.
Yeah. I'll be in there with my hand reaching into the picture going, come on, let's get you up. Did you break anything? Is anything bleeding?
Just my pride.
Okay, then.
Good to know somebody's got my back. Let's see. What do we want to make tonight? I put some new stuff in here that was not in here before. And let's see. Because I sorted some new images. That still needs to go in the fantasy bin. It keeps getting tossed back in here. Annoying. Doing the shuffle search. Yeah. I'll let them know they've had it out. They're going to go grab some pizza. Because, you know, people are hungry. They're having a little bit of pizza for dinner tonight. I don't need this at the moment. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want today is the thing. We're doing a sort of small collage because, you know, our book is of a certain size. Oh, I just threw something on the floor. That was exciting. Okay, well, that's the second bat I've seen. Maybe we'll do something with that. What shall we do? Let's see what else we can come up with on our images here. So how's everybody's week going so far? I saw most of you over in Rosemary's Live doing Rosemary things. Sounds like everybody's doing pretty okay. Except Rebecca, who had to shell out $190 to fix her laptop. That sucks, but it is fixed, and that is a very good thing. Computers. Love to hate them, you know. Well, there's a murdery thing. That looks like Sherlock Holmes trying to murder somebody. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it looks like. Probably should look through some of these images before I went live, huh? That could be a thing. There's a spider. Good. Let's see. There's another. Starting to get a bit of a theme. If you can pull out enough stuff to make this work. Gosh, it's Thursday already. It is already. Tomorrow makes a full week in March by numbers, if not by actual weekdays. Where does the time? It's going to be June before we know it. Well, it's April. April, May. May will be here before we know it. And then we'll be like, oh, June. We're supposed to be 90 this weekend. Okay. I do really like that too. Maybe we're just going to go with creepy people. I don't know. Let's see. What's in this other pile? That's not necessarily creepy. Okay. Oh, that's kind of creepy though. That strikes me as a little bit creepy, but that may be too big for what we're doing. All right. Okay. Oh, there's a little bit more bats. A little bit more bats. And it's from a fashion magazine, but it's a little creepy. So let's grab what we got here. We got some things going on. Let's see how this will work before we dig any deeper in here. Oof. Ooh, that's a noisy bin. Noisy bin. My wonderful daughter is coming over tomorrow. Yay! Help is good. Well, $190 is nothing to sneeze at, but I've heard of worse. You need help finding your desk. Yeah, a new one's expensive. I'm slowly inching my way towards one. Not even inching. I'm like centimetering or millimetering my way there. She doesn't travel well. Oh, she's preggers, huh? Oh, and an icky tummy. No bueno. No bueno. Okay. Let's cut this down because I do find that a little disturbing. It's actually a face mask that you plug in. But that doesn't make it right. Well, I don't. This could be too big. It could take up the whole collage if we. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how the layering goes. Okay. It's a little pig-like, isn't it? A touchy stomach since the start. Oh, due in July. And with a boy. Oh. Awesome. But also, I'm sorry for her icky tummy. That's no fun. No fun at all. Okay, now I really, really do like this image. But I think I mostly want to focus on the woman. Maybe not necessarily the guy back here. So I'm going to trim this side a little bit. Because, and then maybe a little tiny bit off the top here. Just barely. Let's see. So I'm not all that worried about covering him up. Okay, so these are pictures of the same lady. So we may be just deciding there was a smaller one. What I'm mostly interested in is covering up the words that are on here. So let's see. I don't know if we're going to do bats yet. So here's a littler picture of her. It's a little bit funny though. Hey Christine, how you doing? Would you cut it up from the top to bottom like he is creeping the page? The dude? I'm worried about the words right here. The thing is that I don't like leaving words on pages unless they fit in with the theme of the. So we may wind up. We're just going with kind of a creepy lady theme. Some creepy ladies. Maybe we're hinting that they're vampires, you know? Could be a thing. Okay, that's a lady getting murdered. That doesn't make her creepy, though. I don't want too many. And I don't necessarily. I guess we cover up. We can always punch the holes later if we want to keep them as part of the design. That covers up both the words on both sides there. Now that's going to make her cover up most of that lady. Oh, Leslie, well, it's good to see you. Boo on the power outage. I'm going to assume that's from the weather that Susan was talking about. Boo on that weather for sure. But I'm glad you're safe and dry. Even though you cannot stay with us for very long. Let's see. I'm just looking for maybe another lady. I don't know that there only seems to be. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, that one's not going to work. Right? Does add words, darn it. Don't they know we have arts and crafts to do? We have collages to make. Oh, it's all just no power. That sucks though. Hopefully it will be on before too long. and it won't be days. But I'm glad that you're safe. And when we lived in Ohio, that was the only thing I didn't like, was when you get the power outage, you know. Okay, we might cut it down to just her. So instead of all the single ladies, we'll be singing about all the creepy ladies. Okay, she's got an axe, but she's awfully big. We need a couple of smaller things. Do. Not creepy. I mean, it's creepy, but it's not. It's not right for what we're doing this evening. Baby dolls. That's not going to work for this. Ew, I do like that, though, but this collage is too small. Too small, I say. Too tall. Oh my. So many things to choose from, but I've got to start cutting out smaller images. I've been doing a little bit better, and I got to really work on it. I fully admit that I do like the large scale images. That's a little creepy, but it's very big also. Let's see about maybe cutting this one down to just, nope, not even, just her without the throne, really. I see a little bit scary. Okay. Hubby works for electrical contractor and just got back from Minnesota. Ah, that's where Carla lives. I haven't seen her today. I gotta message her. Yes, we're very glad he got home safe. Okay. So we always want to have a little bit of overlap. I think the trouble is that this at the top, we need like a long skinny image. Because if we kind of don't put her in here, that's going to cover up part of that. And I definitely don't want to do that. I don't think you ever get used to it. I think that's normal. You worry about the people you love and care about, even when it's a matter of routine stuff. It's human nature, especially when you're fond of someone. Don't let anyone ever tell you you're being silly if you're worried. Worried equals love. Just don't let it stress you out too bad, because you don't want to be stressed all the time. That's not good either. Okay, I kind of like the body language on her. Let's see about doing something with that. Okay. That is some very sassy body language right there. Ooh. Okay. So I think we may have to take something out. I don't know. May not be working with that white. I'm going to go ahead and cut him off here. And I don't want to cut her feet off. Okay. You can actually cut her a little bit smaller, at least on one side. Because I think she's got horns and I don't want to cut the horns off. I think we can trim it from the bottom a little and from the front a little. And that'll give it a smaller profile. But we do not want to cover up. There we go. All right, I'm liking that so far. And if we want to put her on here, okay, let's look at that. Probably have to put something colored back there. Some collage fodder. So, oh, we're a little low. It does. Can my first husband go 2 or 3 weeks hunting trips and never call? Oh. Oh, okay, Candy. Great to see you and have a safe trip home. Be safe out there. Yeah, not hearing from somebody would drive me a little bit. Yeah.
Delivery, and it's not DiGiorno.
Ooh.
It's Papa John's.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm showing off my dinner.
Well, I didn't know how hungry you were, you know.
Look what I'm having for dinner. And then I'm going to hand it back to you. I'll eat after.
Okay.
If I get, I'll have grease all over everything.
All right. I didn't want you to start chewing on some of your ephemera or pictures or something.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's a tasty hot dog.
It could happen. On a food collage day, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's looking mighty delicious over here. Yeah, I like the black olives and the... Let's see. Let's pull up a few more pictures and see if we can... We may have reached the end of our... I really do kind of need something. Let me look through this pile again. I've got that pseudo circus kind of... The only lady really is the tattooed lady. And it's just not quite the vibe I want. The rest of them are male looking. Although, I think that's the bearded lady. Yeah, I think that one's the bearded lady. That maybe could be a thing. But I really need something. I guess if we just used her head, a headshot. Yeah, mostly what we got looks male. Okay, so let us see about. Let's cut this set off here because those are the ones we'd be using. Ooh, that doesn't like that. I need to push my computer back just a smidge. Okay. Let's start here. Don't worry, I have more of them. So I sent this to I think the Office Max to get copies made. And the girl who made them made a mistake and printed up a ton of copies. So like I don't remember how many I originally had. And I have 5 sets for giveaways with some other stuff. And I still have a huge pile. I think I have 3 or 4 copies for myself. Truthfully. Okay, I think I want this. Yeah, see, that will be nice. Right there. And then I think we want her down here, but she'll be underneath the... What I really hate are people who, when we have a storm, outages call me and ask, will we have power back on? I'm missing Yellowstone. Oh my gosh. I usually tell them I don't work for the electric system and hang up. A couple of weeks ago, I snapped and said, you know, who's missing Yellowstone? It's not like you deliberately made the power go out so they would miss their show. And most of that stuff you can get on repeat anyway. Like, let's not be butt heads about this. Let's not. Cannot control that. Oh, so it's 2 different bearded ladies. So maybe we can use both of them. Hold the phone. I think we're gonna go. We'll cut her. I think at shoulder level. And then we'll cut a little bit off this side. Because the cutter is. I have a dull blade. So I think we'll put her down here. That way they're not right close to each other. Now we need a couple. So we're going to have to do some collage fodder in this area. And then we just need a couple of more creepy ladies and we'll be set. Well, it's like for them, it's the end of the world if they miss their show, but aw, Brenda, I'm sorry. That's shitty. People don't think. They don't think he's risking his life to be out there doing that. And all they can think about is he's not doing it fast enough for their area. And somehow he's deliberately inconveniencing them, you know? I'm just looking for some fill here. And I'm also going to grab my collage fodder bucket. I'm just looking through here real quick to see if there's... It's kind of fussy cut stuff. I'm seeing if there's anything that... If these are people-y things, so we may find something in there we can use. But this is just general stuff, and I don't think there's really... I pulled most of the creepy stuff out of here. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. That's the collage fodder, just for a general background. So, but now, let's see. what we can do here. Well, that's just a general fussy cut. That belongs in the other one. These are people-y things and people-y. But I don't honestly know if there's anything creepy in here. Because it's just body parts, you know. Body parts. I think people just don't think, you know. Like you have some kind of foreknowledge of exactly how long each repair should take. Yours will be done at, 3:04 p.m. Please feel free to call back and yell at me if it's not. And that's just not realistic. There's a turtle in here for some reason. You're not people, you're a turtle. That was my fear, that there aren't really any creepy people in here. And those are all men. That's just all pieces. Okay. That was a little bit fruitless. A little sad. I do know where there's a little bit more creepy stuff. But I think first what we'll do is we will, let me get my pencil. Where to do with my pencil? We need to put some background from here to about over here because of the cutout piece. And I think she's just too big to work in this one with all the other pieces that I like. Okay. So let's find. I think we're just going to glue randomly some stuff. Darker colors if we have them. Doesn't all have to be reds. That's just what's leaping out at me right now. Here's some more. Maybe we will go with that. Because she's so gold. I think the burgundy is kind of a nice. It's a little bit nice. There's a little purple. That should be enough to cover that spot, I would think. There's a little bit more in case we need it. All right. I think that ought to cover up that space. It's a little bit of space we need to cover. Okay, now where did I set my glue? Glue, there you are. Yeah, you're just refusing to pull a switch, right? We 2 tornadoes in our county in the past month. Yeah. There doesn't seem to be much middle ground when it comes to disasters. And it's shitty that they're taking it out on you, though. I have a feeling, though, for a lot of people, they don't care who's getting inconvenienced as long as it's not them. When we lived in Ohio, our power went out in our building a couple of times. and it was just a big square with some grass in the middle. And one side would be completely out. It was usually our side. And the other side would totally have power and everything. And, but it never occurred to me to call in. You know? Because they were just happened to be on two different, whatever the thing is that makes the power run to the building, you know? They weren't the same one. But nowhere in my mind did I believe that was the fault of the person out on working on the lines, or even necessarily the power company. Weird shit just happens. That was a decision made in city planning well before we got to today's disaster. I'd rather that the person working on the lines was being safe. Because they do go out and work in some really nasty weather, you know? So, on them. That's my 2 cents. Let's put a little bit of purple in there. Back to gluing myself to stuff. I should probably be inking the edges, but I'm not. So what are your guys' Easter plans for the weekend? I saw on Rosemary's that some of you are doing, you know, dinners and families. I'm sure a few of you are definitely doing Easter eggs. I don't think we have any plans. Els might go over to the grandkids or something. This is not their weekend to come here, so I don't think we'll be seeing them. But Els misses them when it's not their weekend, so she may, since it's a special holiday weekend, go see them, which is very nice. Okay. Yep, I think we'll do that. And then I think a little bit I want to have some over here just because no, you know what, we don't need to because we've got a square picture that's going to cover up. So I think we'll set those aside, but I think this is going to do it with this piece. Now, oh, there's my glue. Will I go back to work Tuesday? I'll have to turn my schedule around again. I'm staying up late and sleeping in. Oh, 5 a.m. Yeah. We have to do one of those, stay up late and get up, you know, or stay up all day after you've been up all night to get yourself all turned back around. It could be a thing. Ugh, my glue is making like weird glue boogers. Keeps coming out of the lid. It gets dried in there sometimes. I'm not careful when I put it back. And then I just wind up with weird dry glue everywhere. It's a thing. Well, we will miss you, Rebecca, but you got to do what you got to do, girl. You can't be up late at night if you got to get up at 5 in the morning to work. You want to be reasonably happy at work. It's a thing. Okay, I think that's gonna cover it. We need a little more glue right over here though. Just the tiniest little bit. All right, now let's try some of this out again and see if we need any here right in the middle. I think we might need one more piece there because of that one head. Okay, so let's rough this out again. You're down here, and I'll trim the edges in just a second here. I just want to rough it in and see how we're doing. Covered there and there. Yep, we do need to, well, let's see. We've got her for here. Yep, we do need a piece right there. So let's go ahead and glue something in, something like that. That'll do it. That will cover all of the remaining cardboard in the middle with nice dark colors. I have one grand that asked me to make him an Easter egg hunt. His mom is going away for the weekend. He's 17. Aw, that's actually kind of sweet, though. He lives on his own to be close to. Aw, I don't blame you. That's very sweet. I like it. Oh, Brenda. Well, different kids, different stuff. Some kids just, and it may be that he wants to spend time with grandma and not say that. Or he thinks he might get some extra swag, maybe, I think that sounds just lovely. I would expect a 10-year-old to kind of go for it, but I guess she's over it. She's over there like, oh, mother, I'm way too old for that. She's sophisticated, right? Grandkids are so funny. Shaylee can't wait to be an adult, but Buggy, he just wants to remain a little kid as long as he can. It's amazing how different their personalities can be. Right? But she's only mature when she wants to be mature. Yeah, I was the same way. My daughter went out until she was with her friends. They went out every year. Trick or treat, and I would rather they did that than go. And they always came home with some pretty good loot. She never said anyone gave them problems. I guess a few times maybe somebody gave them a little guff, and they're like, "Well, we could out be egging houses and getting drunk, but we're here begging you for candy because we like chocolate." I'd rather they were trick or treating and having a good time and being kids than being, butt heads. Oh, this is upside down now. Now I've got it upside down. You can't leave me alone for 2 seconds. It's Thursday. It's Mike's early night. I forgot he gets off at 8 o'clock on. Well, he doesn't get off at 8 o'clock. He takes it off because they have some kind of task they do on Thursdays that he hates. So he takes his PTO and uses 2 hours of it. So he does not have to do that thing. Okay, I think we wanted this one here. This one is going to be in here somewhere. There we go. And she goes right in here, and we've missed a spot right there. But we still do need a couple of other pictures. So I was always tiny, no more. Till you graduated. Aw. You cater to your grands. But that's what grandmas do. Spoil those grandbabies. You only get so many years before they hate everybody. They don't want to come to grandmas and grandpas because they want to hang out with their friends. And you're not cool anymore, you know? And then they come back around after a while. They get, I'm looking for another, I'm throwing stuff at myself, that is. I have another envelope of some creepy stuff. Here it is. Let's see if there's something in here. It's for actual glue booking. And I guess this counts. Once or twice. Shaylee has not been here since she was 13, I think. Not without somebody making her. She's got too cool for school. That's why you got to enjoy them when they're young and they don't hate everybody. That way, if you get a few years where they don't want anything to do with you, kind of covered your bases. Oh, I love her, but she's way too big. All right. Too big. Too big. Not a lady. Oops, I just threw something on the floor. Not creepy. Well, not creepy in the way I want it to be creepy. Too big. That's a goat. Technically, that is a lady. We might go with that. I don't know. We'll see. Not sure why that's in there. Very, very big. That's a dude. Oh, there's somebody in a gas mask. I think it's a lady. Let's see. Lots of good creepy stuff, but not. I gotta collect more creepy ladies, guys. Creepy lady. Oh, now that's creepy, but that's too big. We'd have to rejigger the whole collage for that one. It might almost be worth it. Let's lay her on top and think about that for a second. Now, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a man or a woman. I'm leaning towards man. And he's kind of fun. But he's not a lady. And some zombies. We've done lots of zombies, though. Trying to lay off the zombies for a little bit. I think people are getting tired of them. Ooh. Ooh, that's a girl. Alien. Hold on. I think I have a small one in here. That could be a thing. Because she's the queen. The mama alien. And we've got that. Ooh, there's a screaming lady. Okay. There's some tiny, tiny ones. I think that's Final Destination, and that's a girl. Okay, hold on. I really thought we had a... Here's another great big one. But I think somewhere in here... Oh, that could work for a small picture. I really thought that we had... Unless it wound up in a different bin. I would not have put in the serial killer, though, because that's not going to work. Hold, please. There was a smaller shot. I remember it. One of those ladies might work. Oh, I don't think it's in here. I wonder if I used it on something. Or if it just wound up in another bin. Sometimes things fall out of the pile. And they wind up in another pile somewhere. This is a little sad for me. Okay, we won't be able to use the Alien Queen. I'm a little disappointed about that. Because I could not find the smaller image. And while I really love that, I think we can make it happen with what we just pulled out here. Okay. So I need to cut this one a little smaller. Because it's got a big old number on it. Okay. Comes whenever spends the day when she comes home for a visit. Oh, that's awesome, Kim. My 12-year-old friend, like, oh, yeah, that is nice. When she brings a friend home, that means you're loved and respected. That is for sure. It's rare in this day and age, and that is beyond awesome. Okay, so I think we're going to skip the Egyptian thing. I really, really do want to use her. So now, okay, I think we've got enough stuff to fill. Hold the phone here a second. So I think we're going to start gluing some of the bigger pieces down. We're not going to glue everything down just yet. But let's put the itsy bitsy pieces up here on the computer. And then we'll start by gluing these two down because nothing is going underneath those. Now the question is, what did I do with my ink? I think it might be. Found some ink. Oh, and it's even brown, my favorite color. Oh, thumbs up is awesome if you do it. I like thumbs up or thumbs down. It indicates engagement regardless. A thumbs down does not hurt my channel any. If it makes your little heart pitter patter to do something a little bit off the beaten path, thumbs down are fine with me. I'm never offended. A thumb is a thumb is a thumb. But thank you for the reminder. That's awesome. Looks like we got about 9 people tonight. And we've been on for about an hour. So we're starting to nail the collage down. So that's a good thing. I do like my inky edges. I'm sad I didn't ink it here, but you know what? It is what it is. Ink is not required. It is what you prefer. So, oh, we're going to use this again in a minute, but I don't want to leave it open. They can dry out so fast. All right. And back to the glue. This one's a little bit thicker. It obviously came off the cover or a very thick ad page. Probably a cover though. I tend to use everything. I won't pass up an image just because it's on the thicker cover part. But this, oh no, I don't think this was a cover. I think this was just a thicker ad page for a store opening. You would love time to bake and fish. See, there you go. Oh, see, and you do things with them. That's awesome. They don't just come over and hang out in your house. You're active and you're having some fun with them. I love it. When I went over to my grandparents, I was just in their house. They didn't want to, and I honestly didn't see them that often. So I flew across the country to see them one summer and really didn't do anything with them. They carried about their day as if I wasn't there because they had shit to do. Different era, though. You know, I was a kid in the 70s, a little kid in the 70s. Things were a little different then. I think we can all agree. So that's nice. Now we may work this one in, but I think I want to cut off this side of the picture here. We don't need all that. Okay, we got extra bits here. Let's get those all out of the way. Some string floating around over there. We may wind up using some of that. I don't know. We'll see. Along with what we have. I want it to be as full as we can get it. Obviously, that's going to be one of the last things we lay down. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our bearded ladies because those are definitely going to go there and there on the opposite corners. Yeah, you've got all the fun art supplies, right? Elsa's grandson, Ashran, is actually quite crafty. He's artistic, and he likes to do. He's doing a diamond painting every other weekend when he's here. And the minutia of it does not seem to bother him at all. I don't think I have the patience for that sort of thing. Diamond paintings are so very small pieces, you know. I'm going to go ahead and ink up her face because that's the kind of thing I'm liable to forget. I don't think we're going to have that. We're probably going to put it a little bit below the page line and cut the excess off so that we don't have raw edges. I don't like them on the edge of a work if we can avoid it. And maybe we'll go ahead and ink up these other ones while we've got it out. Some of them have white edges, which is really all I'm just trying to cover up is the white edges. Okay, and this one just in case we wind up using it. If not, it's pre-inked for later. You can't forget if it's already inked. Okay. All right. So we're going to put these two down already, but we're going to be careful with the glue. We don't need to have glue everywhere, which is a bit of a bad habit of mine. So tomorrow night will be our serial killer journal. We shall return once again to the serial killer. 3 boys will craft under duress. They have no problem working out in the workshop. The granddaughter had no problem shopping in. Oh, yeah. Hey, Carla. I hope you had a nap or something. It's kind of late. for you guys, you know, in other time zones. It's getting up there a little bit. 9:16 here. We're just doing a little creepy lady collage tonight. Thought we'd favor the ladies with collages this evening. Now I think she's going down here. Or at least ladies that I feel are a little creepy. Okay. Now she was going to go here. I think. She was going to go up here. And she lives right there. But if we move them around a wee little bit, we can maybe squeeze her in. Not there. Okay. Hold on. Before we get any further with this, I think we are going to need to have another little piece of the collage fodder. Just a little bit over here. And I'm going to cut a flat edge on this bottom so we can run it right up against the bottom edge here. Like that. Yep, that should work. Although we do have those little bitty, I'm just worried we're going to have a little bit of cardboard showing when everything else showing is the burgundy color. Just preemptively killing that problem should it become an issue. Looking for a napkin because I put too much glue on this tiny piece of paper. Because that's how I roll. It's a small piece. Let me put 9 pounds of glue on it. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and glue her down because I think we've decided that that is definitely where she's living. Do, 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 do. Yes, napping, did laundry, kicked your butt. Yeah. How you doing from the fall? Would you fill in that? Sometimes I do. Yeah, we have lots of creepy eyes floating around. That's definitely a way to go. And we got lots of ladies' eyeballs floating around from the serial killer project. We have a whole eyeball and lip collages in that thing. Okay, I think that's good. I like her right there. Yeah, so that should be good right there. Yeah, eyeball is definitely one way to go. We like them around here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that because I'm about to glue it to the scoreboard. Wipe the scissors off. You don't need sticky, gluey scissors. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so now we have these other images. Let's see about, if we use her, we want to put her right there. And then we could cut a little bit off the bottom here. Because she's going to go over here. Nope, upside down. We'll even push her over a little bit because I don't like everything to line up so. Okay, and then we have our little pictures over here. So I think we're good. I think, let me look at it on the screen. I want her to be up high enough not to. Okay. So yeah. Let's do that. Let's glue her down. Last minute addition there. I think it'll work out because we can definitely add an eyeball in. That's a thing. And we're going to push her out just a bit. I had to re-ink that bottom edge now because we cut a little bit off. Okay, let's fit her in there. And the nice little space we have saved out for her. Oh, we wanted her over here. Just a little bit. It's going to wind up covered up anyway. Okay. We could maybe do a big eyeball here. And we might get a couple eyeballs in depending on where these other pictures fit. I think I'd be okay with that right there. That'll work nicely right there. And this is a teeny tiny one. I might actually put it right there. I don't know yet. We'll see about that one. Okay. So if we're doing an eyeball, let's see about finding a decent eyeball first of all. Let's see. Hold please while I search for eyeball. Eyeball. Yeah, lots of legs. There's a hand. I think most of my eyeballs are currently in the serial killer journal. But we do have some in here. We're at the bottom. Most of the eyeballs have floated to the bottom. Ooh, there's a nice big one. We'll obviously cut it down a little bit more or trim it down. We can maybe use her eyeball in more than one place. Let's see if we can find a second eyeball so they don't necessarily look like they came. Oh, there's another one. Let's see. There's a closed eyeball. Eyes, eyes, eyes. The eyes have it. There's a different color of skin for an eyeball. right, those are the best ones in this bucket. Good night, Kim. Get sweetest dreams to you. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us for a little while. Roseanne, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. Okay. So now we have to decide. I do like this eyeball for down here. So maybe let's go ahead and put it in. And I'm going to leave it. I'm going to trim it a little bit at the top, I think. And I don't want the hard edge on the side. But I think we're going to put it on here and then we'll trim off the excess. So let's go ahead and ink the edge here. On this, I do want to ink the edge. Yes, Miss Candy came in to pay us a little visit. She had driven home from Cedar. Is that right? From her special dinner. And so she's up a little bit late. On the East Coast there, it's pretty late. Because I do want to put the eyeball in before I glue the head down. I think just like that, and that'll be good. I think it will be. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm all not far enough up. I can be bad about that sometimes. Okay. We're still going to leave a little bit of that red showing through because I'm not ashamed of our red background in any way. Okay, now the eye will want to be whichever eye we choose to use. And we had several. So we'll just try them all out. Okay. So the head's going to go here. And then that's going to go in here. So the eyeball is filling up this space. Like right in here. And then we'll cut off any extra. We do have a closed eye if we prefer a closed eye. Oops, sorry. I'm kind of leaning towards either this eye or this eye. Hey, you know it's never deliberate. I never deliberately ignore anybody. It's not my jam. Okay, I don't like the closed eyeball. So I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I think it fits nicely. But this one is not so bad either. Nope, I really just definitely, I know it's a matching set from the top to the bottom, but I think that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, so we're going to ink. Extra pieces floating around. And we're going to glue that down, and then we can glue the rest of these pictures down. Keep leaving that plastic cover on there. Tomorrow is Friday, the end of the week for a lot of you. And then Easter weekend. I will be studiously trying to stay in the house because that is a little kid holiday. Okay. Let's put the... Woohoo! This was a good suggestion from, I think it was Kim. It could have been Marty. I'm not sure. I have such a short attention span. Okay. So let's put you there. Let's get you glued down because you need to be right about there. Okay, that's where I want that. Paper towel lost in the mix. Okay, let's see how she looks with the head in place. Yes, very nice. Oh, we get a little corner lifting up here, guys. Corner lifting. Don't want that. Oh, but too much glue. Whoop. There we go. Not quite ready to glue her down yet. Let's get this one up here in its little spot. Just so. Good work. Stay down, darn you. It's cardboard, or it's heavier than the rest, like that piece. It's from a thicker, it is from a cover of a Game Informer. So it wants to roll just a little bit. But we're not having none of that. Okay, we're going to put that right there. Perfect. I'm just... We had to look in so many folders to do this, but we did it. We did it. That's what happens when you guys put up with me. We get stuff done. Oops. Okay, now. We do also have the Final Destination one, if we want to work it in here. Because it's a girl. And a part of her face is missing. Let's see. Yeah, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Because an image this small is very likely to get lost in the shuffle. Let's put her up this way just a little bit. And there's one more itty tiny. It's a woman screaming, bah, with her head leaned way back. So where should we put that? You just got home? Wow. But did you enjoy yourself? That's the question. If you enjoyed yourself, that is all that's important. I think that's what we'll do right there. Just right there at the corner of the eye. There we go. All right, we're going to put the head on. The big gold head. There we go. All right, let's trim up a little bit of these edges. Get a little bit of raggedy edges going on. A little bit down here. And then we'll get a full look at it. Get to ink the edge all the way around too, though. I may do that off camera because on a cardboard like this, it does make a rather annoying sound. Can we do it? It's really close on this one side. Okay. Let's look for any loose edges. There's a loose edge right there. Loose edge right there. Little corners and stuff that didn't quite get enough glue on them. All right. There is our creepy lady collage. Big plan, not me. I am going to avoid the public if I at all can. I'm pretty happy with this. It's our creepy lady collage. We were going for ladies that are kind of creeping me out. Let's see if I can get it a little closer so you guys can see it better. Let me get, let's see. So she's wrapped in, it's a mannequin, but it does look very real life. We've got a Dia de los Muertos. Here is a bearded lady, two different bearded ladies. That's like from a gamer magazine, but it's like one of those Primal War games. Demon Queen. I just felt like she was sassy and having some attitude. A goth girl here. We got the eyeballs. I was thinking of kind of like a vampire sort of. These ladies might mess you up. Know what I'm saying? So that's our collage for today. Let's see if we can get it propped up a little bit so it's easier for you guys to see it without the glare. Put the lid on the glue. I'm going to save the words for later. I want to look at it for a little bit before I decide on any words. And we've been on for a hot minute here. We've been on for about an hour and a half. Love, love, love it. We're going for creepy lady vibe. I'm thinking at least some of them could be vampires. She had a totally sassy vibe with her funeral gear on. She had her hip is cocked. She's like, I'm not taking no shit from none of you. But at the same time, a creepy bent. So I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you guys had a good time. I'm glad we could keep you company on the ride home with you and your hubs. Candy, I hope you had a lovely dinner. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Whether you're celebrating a holiday or you're not celebrating a holiday, or you have different holidays from mainstream, whatever it is, have a fantastic time. I am still have plans to be on Sunday. However, if you are inclined and there's no way you're going to attend because you have family obligations this weekend, then go ahead and let me know, because then maybe I'll do a video instead and put that up on Sunday. You know, as much as I love business meetings with myself, it's sometimes not fun talking to myself all the time. Carla, okay, then I'll be live. If there's even one person who's coming in, I will be there. Around 3:15 on Sunday is what you should be looking for. The only caveat is I know Els is, about tomorrow night. I know Els is having a sale tomorrow, and I know she likes to do it at 5 o'clock. So, as much as I hate to do it, because I'm tired of moving my life for other people, I may be doing Friday after Elsa's sale. So she's usually a couple of hours. So if she's going to do hers at 4 or 5, then I will start about 2 hours after her. If she's not done, I'm going to go ahead and go on, because she will be wrapping it up at around that time. But I will double check. And if it's going to be later than 5:15 tomorrow, I will put an announcement in the Facebook group in the morning. Okay? So however you guys are spending your days and nights, Sunday will be 3:15. Tomorrow should be 5:15, but I'm not entirely sure because it is her sales day. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, for all the joy that you bring me. I hope I give a little back to you. If I can distract you or make you laugh a little bit, or just, take your mind off whatever's bothering you, then I am certainly happy about it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Good night, Candy and Rebecca and Carla and Roseanne and all of you lurkers out there, and anybody I might be, and Christine, who I always forget because she's so quiet. But she's a good audience, and I know she's doing stuff. The end. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all.